and you're listening to the Rollercasters, hosted by
Bhargavi Kamchali.
Janani Jain and
Tansi Dungana, and welcome to our brand new interesting podcast.
we three are great friends and we are a random group of weirdos with weird lives.
We talk about random topics from fun, weird, and barely discussed topics.
For us, the Rollercaster is a platform to express our talent, skills, and emotions, I guess.
Welcome to the fun.
We publish new episodes every Friday and do subscribe to us. You also listen to more podcasts. And for now, bye.
Toodles!
Bye. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Rollercasters podcast. It's your host Jenny Jain and there's no one here with me today. As you all know, if you have heard the last week's episode with Tansi and Bhargavi, I wasn't there. Okay, so I want to explain this thing. I am in Area 51 teaching the aliens how to read and write. So I could not join the episode. Anyways, I hope you had a fun time with them as you guys laughed a lot and stuff like that. So I thought, as I wasn't there in the last week's episode, I'll record one by myself this week. So then I asked my friends' opinion and they were like, wouldn't that be kind of boring? I mean, there are like so many podcasters who record alone, but then I thought, there's a point, like talking to myself feels so weird. So then I thought I'll bring someone in. So then I was searching around Area 51 and then I found a person right for this episode. So as you guys all know, environment problems and all are very big. So to talk about one particular problem I have my dear friend Velika here to talk about how she got interested in saving the planet from plastic situations and how her goal is and stuff like that. So let's welcome Velika Shaina here. Hi Velika.
Hello Janani, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah, okay. So to go ahead and introduce yourself a bit.
Yeah, hello everybody. My name is Velika. I'm Janani's best friend and nice to talk to you all.
That's great. So Velika is in my class and we study together. And yeah, I think that we got more close like last year, right? Like
Yeah,
when like
online.
yeah, when like
Hangouts.
when lockdown like started, we started school and stuff. I sent a mail to everyone saying like hope everyone is doing fine and all that. And I sent you also. I mean we didn't talk much. I mean we used to be friends and all. But then I got to know you more through Hangouts, through Gmail during class, after class and stuff. And yeah, that's how we like got to know each other more and how you like the environment so much. I knew you liked the environment. Like I remember after final exams in 8th grade, you used to pick things up from the ground, put it in the dustbin. I'm like, what happened? And then she's like, these people are destroying the planet by throwing plastic all over. Like, which is so funny. So yeah, coming to the point, I want you to say how you got interested in saving the environment and all that. So please say
Yeah,
that.
I used to hear a lot of environment related issues like global warming and all that stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
something used to get me a lot interested. Then I decided like I'll take environmental science in the future.
That's great. So, like you told me that you wanted to become an environmentalist, right? When you grow up. So, do you have any goal or an aim you want to reach, or do you have a plan for the future? Like you want to stop this or you want to start that, like that? Do you have any?
I would like just to make the earth a safe place to live and clean surroundings everywhere so that for the future generations it becomes a very safe place to live.
Yeah, right. That's great. So, moving on.
Okay, Janani, so I've even heard like you two like or are very interested in environment related issues and stuff. Like how did you get your interest in all that?
Yeah, good question. Actually, I wasn't that, curious on this thing as you are. I mean, I knew like it's important and stuff, but I got this mainly when I joined this summer camp like thing last year during June, July time. I joined this course. It was like for 1 month. It was like a camp where they talked about saving our planet through various things and various things like saving from plastic and saving the environment from plastic situation. It's very bad even in land, water. Many marine animals are dying because of that. So I learned a lot from it, and after that course I even got a certificate from them. And now an ambassador of the IHV. The IHV is the International Association for Human Values. So now with this title, I can like go around places and speak more about plastic situation and help people bring awareness and stuff like that. So I think I can use this opportunity even through my podcast, as there are many listeners. They get more points and stuff. So that is why I called you too, because I think we both can deliver points together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next, we'll be like talking about some statistics and stuff. So you can start, Velika.
Really statistics, but they have brought their first national plastic plan to start dealing with the mounting plastic crisis. So in that news article, I read that many plastic labeled biodegradable are actually traditional fossil fuel plastics that are simply degradable, as all plastics is, or even oxo-degradable, where chemical additives make the fossil fuel plastic fragment into microplastics. The fragments are usually so small that they are invisible to the naked eye, but still exist in our landfills, waterways, and soils.
Yeah. Okay. So, Velika, I have two questions to ask. Can I ask?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So my first question is that when did you come to this planet?
On this planet,
Yes.
14 years ago.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So when do you plan to leave this planet? Like, how long do you want to live? Just asking.
I suppose until I finish all my work related to environmental issues.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so then you agree that we all have to exit from this planet at some time, right?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
And all living beings have a shelf life and has an expiry date too. And that is how like nature made its master plan. If you think like Mother Nature created, it comes from the earth, it sustains itself on earth, and it decomposes and dissolves into the earth, providing nutrition for new creation to come up, right? So and also this plastics, right, which you said in this news about microplastics, you might say that plastics takes longer than others to decompose. So what? Some people may think like that, okay? So for them, I'm saying that sorry to burst your bubble, but actually there is no decomposition in the life of plastics. And plastics takes not only many years only to break down into smaller particles of microplastic, but also these microplastics, they get absorbed in the environment, into the air, water and soil, and it also contaminates all the life forms and its processes, right? So
Yeah, I
Velika,
do agree
now,
with you.
yeah, so I have like some statistics which I took from the world, like around the world. So I'll just read one of the point, then next point Velika will say, okay? So, so the first point is that 8 million metric tons of plastic end up in our oceans. So if you see, there are like, just imagine 8 million metric tons of plastic which end up in our oceans. Like,
Sounds like OMG.
I know, right? Like, it's like in 1 year this much plastic produce. And also there is another shocking thing I forgot to tell you. I'll say that. Yeah, so the amazing fact is that your first toothbrush still exists on this planet somewhere. You know why? Can you guess why?
No, I thought it had got degraded by now. Can you tell
No,
why?
no, no, no. It takes around 500 years to degrade. Just imagine.
Oh,
500 years, only your first toothbrush. Then just imagine 7.7 billion population of the earth dumping their plastic toothbrushes every 3 months. My god. It's like a lot. We're like making a plastic graveyard, like a big monster. Okay, so moving on to the statistics thing. That's what I was telling about the oceans and all that. And I also saw this video where this man, he's taking this plastic straw which got stuck in the, I know it's weird, but it got stuck in the turtle's nostrils, okay?
oh.
And the man is taking it out. Oh my god, it was bleeding. And also I saw this video where this cow, okay, it ate around 20 kg of plastic bags. They're taking it out from its stomach. You know how sad it is to know
Yeah.
all this. And it's all because of us.
Yeah, we are the main trouble creators on Earth.
I know, right? So
And just
next,
listen to this, okay? There are like 500 million plastic straws are used in USA per day. Per day. Just imagine what would happen in 365 days.
my god, 500 million.
Million.
That's a that's a huge number. Next, I'll say another one. I got another one saying plastic bags produced in 1 hour, put end to other, can wrap the earth 7 times. Oh my god, 1 hour, how many plastic bags each person has? If we keep it in one big row, we can wrap the earth 7 times, they say it one. It's funny, but it's also a very shocking, disastrous truth.
Yeah.
Do you have any more else?
It just makes us to think, is the earth small or is it that our consumption of plastic is so high?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, do you have any more else?
Yeah, one more. 500 billion to 1 trillion plastic bags produced per year in the world. Imagine
My
that.
God.
1 trillion. And daily we dump one every day. Where?
Yeah. So, I heard that you are practicing some ways to reduce plastics. Like you're using my points. I heard that. So, Velika, you can explain how you reduce plastic. Like we'll explain one by one. You know?
So one thing which I got to learn like new from Janani was the bioenzyme. It was a new term which she said during her online class. She said that she used orange peels, water and vinegar to make a the detergents and stuff which we use to clean the floor, we bring from the market, and stuff she makes that at home, and it is very environment friendly also.
Yeah. Okay, so this another thing which I follow now, I think you guys can. I don't think if you guys can join in or anything, but I'm just saying, okay. I just told Velika about it. It's like there's this project where I'm helping people make eco bricks. So eco bricks is basically a plastic bottle, and you fill in all the plastic that we're using. It can be chocolate wrappers, chips packet, anything, and you fill it inside this 500 milliliter bottle, plastic bottle, and you make it very stiff like a brick, and they use it to build, like they're doing some project on it. So I also told Velika about this. I think that's a great step we can do.
Yeah,
Encouraging.
all of you can even contribute to this.
Yeah, but there are people around the world. I don't know how it's gonna work, but
Rather than creating a lot of plastic which can harm the earth, we can use that same stuff to save
yeah,
the earth.
yeah. So, do you have any other points?
We do this in our house. The buckets and stuff like which we get, or the jars which we get when we buy some products, we can, rather than throwing them away, we can use them to store some other stuff. I suppose many of us do that. So
Yeah.
that's one way. And rainwater harvesting,
Oh yeah.
something we hear very commonly.
Yeah, but we don't have rain much here in UAE.
Yeah.
But in India we can do
There's
that.
plenty. Yeah.
This year we didn't have any rain, right? Did we have? I think once. I don't know. Anyways,
The one which generally comes in November, that's not there until now.
yeah, it didn't come. Anyways, yeah, my point. I have one last point. This is very common. I think you can all do. You all should do that. I would say is that don't take plastic bags from the shopping malls and stuff. Even they encourage you to take cotton or jute bags, or yeah, both of those. You can like take bags from your own home and bring it to your supermarkets. They will keep things for you inside that. They don't use the plastic there. I mean, they encourage you not to take. But even though you have that opportunity to do that, not many people use that. And another thing, as you said, USA 500 million straws, it's a big number for one day. So I think you all can like use bamboo straws we get, or metal straws, right? There are metal straws. So you guys can use that. And also you can like use steel. Yeah, there's steel spoons, and instead of plastic cutlery, we can use steel or metal like that. So that's all the points that we have with us. Do you want to say anything more to our listeners before leaving the
I
podcast?
suppose that's it.
Like any improvement? Anything else?
Nothing else. Have you got anything?
I just want to say this planet is not only for you, it's for your future generation too, and they also have to live. Why do you have to create such a burden for them for the future? So even though you know that it's bad, why do you have to do it all over again? So I encourage everyone, like, just look up to it and try to change the world in your own hands. You can't change the whole people, and I'm not saying that you have to change your whole lifestyle. It takes a lot of time. I mean, everything around you is plastic. Just look around you. The table is plastic, the pen holder is plastic, pen is plastic, pencil is plastic, everything is plastic.
The mobile you're using itself, the laptop.
Yeah, this all things like laptop, mobile phone is just a piece of plastic which we just throw away, and it ends up in our landfills and oceans and stuff, which is not good. So basically what I'm trying to say is that we can stop this gradually only, and I understand that, and by small things which we said here, we can gradually stop it. So that's all for this week's episode. I hope you all liked it. And next week, I'm sure Bhargavi and Tansy will also be uploading another episode together because I'm still stuck at Area 51 teaching the aliens. I have more portions to complete and stuff, so yeah. Yeah, so I hope you guys like this week's episode, and I'll see you next week, I guess. Next week. Let's see. Anyways, Velika say bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.